weekly update, more like monthly update. Wow, I'm almost like, even thinking about it, I'm like lost for words. So I sold out of the first batch thanks to one of the kindest deeds I think I've ever received in my entire life from Aaron from Mr. Who's the Boss. He reached out to me and basically said that he was recording a EDC video and he'd love to feature my bag. I had no idea like how much he would include of my bag, let alone like he's included it throughout the entire video, which is just, as I say, I'm like lost for words. How can you put into words how life-changing that is? So I've said it to him on Instagram, but like it's life-changing. So Aaron, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I don't know how I'll ever be able to just truly explain how much this means to me, and just massively help spread the word about what I'm trying to build with my little army of products over here, which I'm going to talk about in this video. But I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for not only including me in the video, which in itself is amazing, but for putting my bag as almost like the focal point of the video and just massively helping spread the word about my product, the bag, what I'm trying to build. And and I'm so grateful off the back of that video for all the people that have ordered the bag, pre-ordered the bag, reached out, supported me in the comment section as well, which I've been getting through to responding to everyone. Thank you so much. I'm so excited to, have been blessed with this opportunity to build Almond Oak, to work on these one bag travel products that I absolutely love. So thank you so much. I'm truly so grateful. I hope you can feel that through the screen and in the comments when I respond to you. It's such a blessing. So just a massive thank you for the support. So on the topic of the bag, I sold out of the first batch of orders within like 24 hours of Aaron's video going live. So what I decided to do was open up pre-orders and effectively just see how many more people want version 1 of the bag. And there's been enough demand where I'm going to place another bulk order for version 1 this week. That will take 45 days to produce, and then that will end up shipping out around the end of July. I say mid to late July because it's the 3rd of June as I'm recording this. And I've already placed the bulk order to get things underway. We're well on track to finish around 15th to 20th of July. And then it will go to my logistics company in China, who will then ship the bags to each of your addresses around the world. So as far as version 2, so I've had a few people reach out. Effectively, I've been saying version 2 should be ready in the next 2 months. Two things. First of all, I've submitted... Sorry about the camera difficulty. I don't know if the frame has changed. I bought a DJI Action 4 action camera to take when I go to Thailand, which I'm also going to talk about in this update. And it just like the screen went dark, but it's still been recording it. I thought it had stopped recording anyway. Back to what I was saying. So, what was I saying? So as far as version 2, is concerned, I was saying around 2 months because I had submitted the brief to the suppliers that I'm working with on version 2. It's not going to be that different to version 1, just bar a few minor changes. I'm looking at changing the front organisation compartment and just a small few changes, and upgrade the materials, which will mean that it will be a higher price, right? But it's not massive, it's not major changes, which is why I assumed I've submitted the brief. I've been told it will take around 4 weeks to get the first sample ready. I'm going to get the first sample. I'm going to assume there's going to be some changes to make. And then hypothetically, if all goes to plan in 2 weeks, that would be ready to launch. what this has allowed me to do, one, is just give me a bit of breathing room to make sure version 2 is ready, right? Because I might get it back in 4 weeks' time and the changes just didn't work that I tried to do, or it's just not what I wanted it to be. I mean, this took me 15 months to get ready to launch. So me being overly optimistic, saying 2 months, maybe it is, but what this allows me to do in terms of placing this bulk order for version 1 and being able to sell more of version 1 as opposed to being pressured to just get version 2 out there is really make sure version 2 is ready. Maybe it's ready in 2 months. If it is fantastic, then at least I can say, okay, version 2 is ready. Let me get that ready then to launch at the end, towards the end, sorry, of 2025. And as I say, it's going to be more expensive than version 1. So, and version 1's great. Like, I didn't mean to come across as though like, oh, you know, I need to get version 2 out there. I've been working on it because I can see there can be a slight few changes that would improve the bag, but equally it would increase the price. So yeah. As I say, I've opened up the pre-orders. I've received enough pre-orders to place the first bulk order with the supplier. I want to make sure, and I'm going to send out an email to those who have placed a pre-order, it's mid-July shipping. So it will take 45 days from today, roughly, to be ready to ship out to you. Because I know someone said to me, I thought it was mid-June. No, it's mid-July. So I'll just double check that. But as I say, version 2, because of the demand now for version 1, will only probably release, I'm going to do it later on in the year. And it will just allow me to make sure it's ready, as opposed to like, I don't want to have a bunch of people waiting for version 2 and then I just rush it and it's not what I want it to be. So that's just to shed some light, because I've been saying I'm working on version 2, which I have been, and I have submitted off the brief, and I'm expecting to receive the sample in around 4 weeks' time. But this just gives me some breathing space to make sure the sample's, you know, right and ready, instead of just rushing it. Then in terms of quality control, so I mentioned in the previous video, I don't know what happened because there are a few stitching issues in the first production run. My supplier explained that because I asked them to pull forward the orders because of the US tariffs, they performed 1 round of quality control checks instead of 2. They normally perform 2, but because I was saying like, how quick can you get the first 400 bags ready, because the tariffs were coming in and they were astronomical. So that's what ended up happening as far as those few errors that happened with quality control. They, you know, emphasized to me this next batch of orders, there'll be 2 rounds of quality control. So the small errors that did appear shouldn't appear, but I'm going to emphasize it again. If there are any errors, which may well happen because I'm producing such a large number of bags, there might be a few that slip through the cracks, just reach out to me. I'll make it right. I'll sort you out. There's no problems. But yeah, I just thought I'd clarify, because I did mention that I'm using the same supplier. To switch suppliers entirely for this production run, it's just so long, to a bit of a risk, because they haven't produced a bag before, and the supplier fulfilled all the bags. There were some stitching issues which I resolved, but out of the 1,000 bags that were in that batch, like, it was a very small percentage that had errors that I needed to fix, if that makes sense. So using the same supplier, they've assured me that there's going to be 2 rounds of quality control checks, but as I say, any issues, just reach out, I'll sort you out, no problem at all. We're still recording. I don't know what's happening with this. Like, after 5 minutes or so, just the screen just goes black. And I suppose I don't even think I've been looking in the actual lens. I've just been looking at myself in this screen. But anyway, let's carry on. Sorry, just one more note I forgot to include. So for those pre-orders that have been placed, I've already placed the bulk order with my supplier. I'm going to send out an email just to confirm it's mid-July shipping, and that it's okay. And then I will capture the payments, get all of that ready. And how it will work is, once the bags are ready in mid-July, or be around 20th of July, they'll be shipped out to my logistics company in China, which will take around two days. And then my logistics company in China will package up all the parcels, send them off to each of you as the customer, and all the duties and customs fees will be prepaid by me, so you don't have any unexpected charges when it arrives. And yeah, that's how it works. Okay, so moving on. I'm conscious of how much time I've been taking it. Moving on. I've got 2 products here ready to go. So I'm going to make a YouTube video about this, a separate one about this travel wallet. It's literally, can you see, it's 2 titanium cards and one elastic band. It is possibly the most minimalistic wallet you can have. Can you see? So you just slip your cards in between here, and it can store up to 12 cards comfortably. Why this is so powerful is titanium is RFID blocking. So if you look up RFID theft, it's really interesting. So it's like, this protects you. You put your cards in here, then you can't be a victim of RFID theft. So it made more sense for me to place the first bulk order for these wallets as opposed to just ordering samples to send to YouTube creators to film a review on it. Plus, it's so simple. It's literally just two 0.5mm thick titanium cards and an elastic band. Like, it's not really as complex as a travel bag, you know? So I should have clarified, I'm going to place the first bulk order with this on Friday, but I'm going to open it up for pre-orders on my website just so I can see whether I should order 500 or 1,000 to start. If you pre-order it, there'll be a discount, and I'm going to film a separate video to go into detail about the actual features of the wallet. But it's super simple. RFID blocking, weighs 23 grams, holds up to 12 cards with ease. You can also store cash in here. Super simple, super lightweight. And then I've got these two travel shoes. So these are the shoes I've been working on. I don't know if you can see clearly. So they're barefoot travel shoes, elasticated laces. I need to properly measure the sole, but I believe it's a 5mm sole, 5mm insole. So the total stack height is 1 centimeter for all you barefoot knowledgeable people. But yeah, they're so comfortable. So can you see there's like an elasticated bit inside. So what that means is, let me just put them on. I might just put one of each colour just so you can, oh no, that's a bit weird. I'm going to put on the black pair. I should do the cream pair just because it's easier to see. One sec. Yeah, so can you see if I like go backwards, there's so much flexibility because this is elasticated, the heel support. So they're so comfortable. And I ran to the post office yesterday in these, even though they have elasticated laces, and they didn't come off. And I think this is one size too big for me as well. So I don't think it's a problem that it uses elasticated laces. I think it looked cooler. And they're just super minimal. Like, look how they just crunch up and they're so flexible. You can wear them to the gym. I mean, the idea behind these is that you could just take these. When I go one bag traveling next week, this is going to be my only pair of shoes. Like, I can, if I want to go on a run in them, I can. If I want to go just slip them on and walk to the beach, I might not take them to the beach because of the sand. But then I don't know if you can swim in these or not. Like, I don't actually, in terms of ventilation, I haven't tested that, which I will do because I'm curious. But they're just super simple, lightweight as well. They weigh like 200 something grams each. Like, they're so light. And yeah, super nice. I really like them. With these, because of the cost of placing the first bulk order with these, I'm going to send off some pairs to YouTube reviewers. And I know for barefoot shoes, people will probably want to see a review. So I'm going to send them off to reviewers before I release them. I'm going to open them up on my website. If you want to sign up, if you're interested in them. If I get enough sign-ups, I might just open up for pre-order because I'm just keen to just get products out there. Like, I've been working so hard on these and they're so, I just love them. They're so cool. And yeah, so super flexible. As I say, I'm gonna open them up, sign up for the email if you're interested, and yeah, these are the barefoot travel shoes. Think of it as your one bag traveling. You need one pair of shoes to wear. This can be your friend. This can be a great friend. So yeah, those are the products. And sorry, I've made a list because there's just a lot to get through. I said in my previous video I was going to Thailand at the end of May. I ended up delaying that. My mate that I'm meeting out there, he's a tour guide, which I mentioned in the previous video. And he had a last minute tour that came up. We decided we're going to meet up in mid-June. So I'm going next week, going to Koh Samui. Then I'm just going to one bag travel with this and these and this. I'm just going to one bag travel. I ordered merino wool samples, which I believe I alluded to in the previous video. I'm wearing the polo, if you can see it. It's so nice. It's 150 GSM, 150 grams per square meter of merino wool. It honestly is so lightweight. I love it so much. It's so good. So with the merino clothing, I do feel like it's a bit unfair to my female audience that have purchased a bag, that are interested in merino clothing for travel for women. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work with a friend of mine on women alternative items to the merino ones that I've done. Bear in mind, not all the merino items I've made are perfect. Like the trousers I made, the fit wasn't right. The shorts I made weren't right. The polo done really well. The hoodies done really well as well. So that's more of a journey, but I'm going to do the merino items, male, female together, and launch them as a pair, because it just feels unfair to just launch the men's and then be like, sorry women, you have to wait 6 months or whatever it might be. So yeah, working on that as well, which is super exciting. And and then the other thing, so I've got a packable day bag, packable hip bag, packing cube, a bunch of other bag related items that like supplement the travel bag that are arriving this week. I could have waited to film the video until they arrive, but I don't think they're perfect. I think I'm going to have to make some changes on them as well. So what I'm basically doing is I'm probably going to end up releasing those along with V2 later in the year. I'll see, because basically the packing cube that I created, it just fits the whole length of the bag. So my thought process was, with a packing cube, right? If it fits the whole length of this bag, so let me just open it up. If it fits the whole length in here, yeah, then you could pack it as much or as little as you want and it will take up as much or as little space. But if it doesn't, let's just say it was half the size of the main compartment, if you pack it out fully, then it's like uneven as to how you distribute the space in the bag. So that's why I want to make it the whole length of this main compartment. You can put as little clothes as you want and it will be super thin, or you can put as many clothes as you want and it will be super fat and it will bulge out and take up space in the compartment, but that's entirely up to you. But if I made it half the size, for example, and you packed it out fully, well then like how are you going to fill the other space here unless you have specific types of tech pouches or whatever it might be to use the space. So anyway, that's the thought process. It's super simple, which is why I might just release the packing cube sooner. I'm sorry as well, because it's frustrating. You want a packing cube with your bag. But yeah, that's the thought process. I'm working on that as well. As I say, pre-orders, I've placed a bulk order today, so that's going to be ready in 45 to 50 days. This just allows me to give me more breathing space for V2. I can push it back later in the year and I don't have to feel rushed to release it, especially if it's not ready. And then along with V2, I'm probably going to do the packable day bag, the packable hip bag, etc. Barefoot shoes, I feel like they're sort of separate to the bag kind of releases. So, and I'm planning to send them to some like barefoot shoe reviewers as well. If there's enough interest in email signups, I might just open up pre-orders. But let's see. But travel wallet, opening up pre-orders, most minimal wallet. It's just so good. I love it. So yeah, I mean, just to end off by saying sorry for making this so long, number one. But number two, again, Aaron, I cannot emphasize how grateful I am. It's difficult to put it into words because it's so life-changing what you've done. You've just helped spread the word as like, I'm just a one-bag traveler. I'm trying to create the best products for one-bag travel, make it lightweight, make it functional, just make it more easy and inviting to just pack this up with your shoes, with your wallet, with 1 week's worth of clothing and just go see the world. Wherever you may go, whatever you may do, just go travel and live life. So like, that's what I'm trying to do, just facilitate packing light, not being so bogged down with so much stuff and just going and living life and just travel, see the world, do interesting things, meet interesting people and have interesting memories and eat interesting food and just have an overall interesting outlook on life because you just packed up and did things. So I'm so blessed that you've helped spread the word, because that's the hardest thing, is I'm trying to get this off the ground, is just getting people to listen and hear. Like, I'm trying to create great products. I think this bag is absolutely great. And yeah, I'm just blessed that you've been able to help spread the word and just done such a kind deed. So I said at the start, I've said it again, I've said it on Instagram, but I truly mean it so much. Thank you. Like, it's just, I'm just blessed. Truly, you're like, honestly, like an angel from heaven. Like, that's how grateful I feel. So thank you so much. And to everyone, as I said, off the back of the video, that watched the video, that bought the bag, pre-ordered the bag, reached out, supported. Thank you. Like, again, it's difficult to put into words. Like, I'm just trying to create amazing products, and the fact that you've reached out, supported, it's just the coolest thing. Like, I can't tell you how grateful I am. So thank you so much. I feel so blessed. I'm so excited to release more products, release the shoes, release the clothing, release all the other bags and future iterations. But as I say, with version 2, now I can take my time. Now I can make sure it's perfect, ready to go. But I just want to emphasize, it's not going to be that different to this bag, bar a few small changes and more premium material. So it will be more expensive. This bag's already amazing. So yeah, I just want to make it clear, and now will probably be towards the end of the year, but any questions, let me know. Just thank you so much for all the support, for all the everything. I'm just blessed, truly. So thank you so much. I will speak to you when I'm in Thailand. So I'll make a video, probably in my one bag setup, when I'm actually in Thailand, film the room, film the one bag travels. I'm new to the YouTube game, so I don't know how great I'm going to be when I'm vlogging, but I'm going to give that a go as well and just live life, because life is truly too short. I love the quote, life passes most people by whilst they're making grand plans for it. Whatever you want to do in life, get after it. Life is too short, make it happen. Put one step in front of the other, and we'll speak in Thailand. Thank you so much. All the best. Bye.